Tina and I, was it our honeymoon that I went deep sea fishing? Was it the honeymoon or the
Yes.
next time we went to Mexico?
No, it was our honeymoon.
Oh, Ted, I got so sick. I mean, sick as a dog, seasick.
Well, rough seas or just
Oh.
normal?
Yeah, bad.
Oh, well, what happened was
Okay.
they said, okay, we're going to meet at the boat at 5:30 a.m. It was Tina and I, and then we split the boat with a man and his son that we didn't know. So, split the cost. So we get on the boat and we round the little point. So it's fine. We're up in the, I guess you'd call it like a cove, and
Did you have Dramamine? I can't remember.
no.
Oh, you had nothing. Okay.
So we take off. It's smooth sailing. Once we get around that point in the open waters, I was done. I mean, just throwing up and throwing up and throwing up and throwing up, and went in the back. And I threw everywhere I went. Threw up on the way to the bathroom, on the boat, blah blah blah. And all I remember is I was just sitting there, just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And Tina's, sitting
They
next
had
to me.
they had him finally lean over the side of the boat.
Yeah, because I was just throwing up everywhere. And I remember all of a sudden, I just remember, Ted, I kind of picked my head up. I couldn't even keep my head up. My head was down, my eyes were closed, and I was just bouncing up and down, just puking. And I remember looking up at one point, and the Mexicans that took us out on the thing, they had this guy.
Mahi mahi.
It was a big mahi mahi, huge. And I just remember looking up, and I saw the guy hitting this fish in the head with like a little club, and I just put my head back down, just kept puking and puking and
It
puking.
was huge. The fish was huge, and it was right next to Clay's head.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I told Tina, I said, you tell him to turn this boat around right now. And she said, honey, we can't. We split the cost with this man and his son. I said, I will cover their cost. I will pay these guys whatever they want. I don't care if it costs me $5,000, turn the boat around. So she went and tried to talk to him. Well, they don't communicate with us very well. They didn't know English, Of course, it was obvious that I was sick because I was puking all over the boat. So I guess Tina talked to the man and his son, and they're like, okay, we understand. So
But they let him go back out.
yeah, we hadn't been out long. So they turned the boat around, dropped us off, and I guess they took them back out.
out.
But I was done, Ted. I mean, I just remember Tina kind of helped me walk to the cab and took me back to the hotel, and I just sat in the bed it was like, by this point it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I could not get out of bed all day. I was so it ruined me. So I've got a little.
Well, now, see, a lot of people do better when they hit shore.
Oh no, I was done. No, Tina, did I not? I was in bed all day long. I couldn't.
We had it was a very rough trip, that whole trip. We had a gentleman that ended up, he was lifting weights while we were in the gym. He lifted weights and he fell backwards and had a seizure and passed away right there.
Right in front of me, Ted, at the resort.
Then we had the fish incident. We had a lady that was going on a jet ski, and a wave took her, and you saw her fall off of the jet ski, and then you saw the jet ski land on top of her.
And then she disappeared in the wave. All this happened every day. Another tragedy for Clay Cooper on his honeymoon.
So we just sat in that. We kept the room dark. We watched movies. We just had a great indoor experience.
I was going to the Mexican pharmacies trying to get anxiety medicine from the pharmacist. I'm like, can you look up what's something good for anxiety? The guy died in front of me at the gym. And then I got sick. And then the next day, that lady, they had every paramedic within 20 minutes. The beach was trying to find her. She just got engulfed in the. That's why we were having our eggs and champagne on the beach, And so it's like, wow, it was really something.
Yeah.